All right, let's face it, the number one fear, the number one concern with those that have iPhone probably is physical damage. That's why we buy cases. That's why we buy screen protectors. That's why we invest in Apple Care. But followed after that, probably the number two concern is getting your device stolen. What do you do if your device is stolen? How can I protect my device in the attempt that it is stolen? And so in this video, we're going to talk about Apple's new feature brought to you by iOS 17.3, stolen device protection. I'm going to talk about what it is, and I'm going to show you how you can enable it and get your phone as safe and secure as possible. All right, so stick with me in this video. Let's get into it. So we'll look straight here on Apple's website. All right, so it says about stolen device protection for iPhone. Stolen device protection adds a layer of security when your iPhone is away from familiar locations such as home or work, and helps protect your accounts and personal information in case your iPhone is ever stolen. When stolen device protection is enabled, some features and actions have additional security requirements when your phone is away from familiar locations such as home or work. These requirements help prevent someone who has stolen your device and knows your passcode from making critical changes to your account or device. And how they do this is with Face ID or Touch ID biometric authentication and a security delay. In the event that your iPhone is stolen, the security delay is designed to prevent a thief from performing critical operations so that you can mark your device as lost and make sure your Apple account is secure. So that's Apple's website. That's what they're saying stolen device protection is. So we're going to start to jump into the tutorial aspect of this. All right, so first thing is the requirements. You're going to need an iPhone. This does not work on an iPad or Mac. So you're going to need an iPhone. You're going to need the latest software, which is 17.3. You're going to need some of the other basic security features that Apple has already in place, which is two-factor. You'll need Face ID or Touch ID, which is the biometric component. You'll need Find My. You'll need significant locations turned on, and you'll have to have a device passcode. So those are all the requirements to use this. The idea is you have all these other security measures in place. Stolen device protection is that extra layer added on top of all of these to make your phone as safe and secure as possible in the attempt that it's stolen. So let's get into the tutorial here. I'm gonna do a quick little screen record and throw it up on the screen for you so you can follow along with me. All right, so where can we find this? You can find this in Face ID and passcode. Now you'll need to put in your passcode to get into this sensitive area in settings. So go ahead and put in your passcode. And then when you scroll down a little bit, you'll now see stolen device protection. Mine is already on because I was testing it out to give it a try. And so mine's already on. It's probably going to be off for you your first time when you go in here. And so when you click it, it's going to give you a quick little prompt that talks about the security delay and the biometric features, all right, that it's going to enable. You also, before you can turn it on, in the blue kind of highlighted link here, you can press learn more about the stolen device, and then it'll take you exactly to the Apple website where I was reading from before. So I love that Apple does this because you can then read everything you want about this feature before enabling it. It's really that simple. Once you have iOS 17.3, it's in Face ID in a passcode section in your settings, and it's more of a passive security feature. So once you turn it on, there's not a ton of things that you need to do afterwards. Now I'll show you real fast. I mentioned the significant locations. I hadn't really heard of this before, but I turn my location services on, and so I know it's a feature that's in there, but it's not something that I check on often. So quick tutorial on where that's on to make sure that you have it. All right, so you're gonna go into privacy and security. You're gonna click location services at the top, and then you're gonna scroll all the way down, all your apps. You're gonna come down to system services. And then when you get here, you're gonna scroll all the way down at the bottom here, and then you're gonna see significant locations. So I have mine on. If you didn't have yours on, you need to click it on. And then when you get in here, it says significant locations is tabbed green. And then it gives me a summary of all my records. I have quite a few records there of significant locations. And then it gives you maps. All right, so if you haven't used this or you just turned it on, you're probably not going to see anything in the maps section for that. But that's where you can go to make sure that it's turned on, the significant locations. That is one of the requirements. And so if you don't think that you've turned it on, or you're having issues with setting up stolen device protection, that might be one of the sneaky things that's stopping you. So definitely jump in there and make sure that you have that turned on. And so what you'll see with this once it's turned on is that you'll need to use your biometric information in more places, and a passcode just won't work. And so the significant locations feature in your settings on iPhone is used to know where you go to work, your home, maybe you go to the grocery store, you take a certain route home. It starts to remember that, and those are your significant locations. And so when you're outside of those significant locations in an unfamiliar place, you're going to find that you need to use your biometric authentication a lot more. And what this replicates is if someone stole your device, most likely if it's a stranger, they're going to be going to a place that's unfamiliar. They're going to get your device. And if they knew your passcode, then it's going to be much more difficult to get in because they're going to need your biometrics. And let's say for some reason you have this feature enabled and they coerce you to use your face to get in, and then they want to go in and do anything critical like changing your Apple ID or looking at your payment information. There's then going to be a security delay of 1 hour for them to be able to make those changes, and they're going to then need your face again. So if they got your face, got into your device, ran off, and think that they're going to be able to change and do a bunch of critical things on your device, that security delay kicks in and they're going to need the biometrics again, which then is going to stop that criminal in their tracks to be able to really use your iPhone much further than just getting into it. I'm a big fan of the stolen device protection. I have it turned on. Let me know what you think about this new feature. It's definitely not a solve all when it comes to your device being stolen or your just security in general, but it is a great step in the direction of really protecting the iPhone user, the Apple ID, all your information on your phone. It's just an extra layer, the next step in protecting your device and giving you that comfortability that when you go out and about, you've got some extra layers of protection just in case your phone gets stolen. Now, don't go out there and put your phone in the position to get stolen, just leaving it unlocked, leaving it on tables, leaving it unattended. You still need to do your day-to-day security checks, your day-to-day common sense when you're out and about. But I do like what this feature brings. I'd love to see what Apple brings to it in the future to make it even better. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more tech-related content and join the community, subscribe to the channel and hit that bell so you know when new videos go live. But like always, be blessed. Catch you in the next video. Peace.